Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. If you're courageous and you stand behind your statements and your actions, you're not afraid your name to be mentioned. So someone says, well, Emil Kosman said this. Yeah, man, I said that. That's a fact. Why? I can argue and say why I said that. Right or wrong? You have the courage to say that's the reason why. Yeah, I stand behind everything I say. Do I make mistakes? Of course I make mistakes. All right? And you should have the power, the courage to say, you know what? I made a mistake when I made a mistake. But thank you very much for pointing the truth or more information, providing me with more information, so I can learn more about it. Now, with this new information, I will adjust my knowledge, and I will have probably a slightly, or maybe a bigger, slightly different view, or a bigger, change in my views. It depends. We always learn. There are certain things that have a finite answer, like for instance, this is going to be always a globe right here, fake, not the real globe. This is always going to be a wireless mouse. So that's no more to learn. Now, if you get deeper into things and you want to talk about frequencies and how this functions, then you can make mistakes. But basically, this is a wireless mouse. That's all. That's it. Now, what do we have here? We have certain politicians, certain bureaucrats in this case, which is Anthony Blinken, who make decisions in our name, and the mass media covers for him. That is, they don't tell us, the title, Anthony Blinken made this decision on his own because only he determined that's an emergency. Therefore, he is the sole person responsible for this decision. No, they hide him behind U.S. made the decision. The Biden administration made the decision. No, we know exactly who did it. But the problem is they don't want us to connect dots and say, this guy, why this guy? What's the connection between this guy and that guy for which this guy does that? No, it's United States. They hide. But you don't need too much effort to find out who's who and what's what. Why? Because these guys are not deep. Why? Because that most of the baboons will not bother. They're too lazy intellectually to go and check things out. Have other things to do, like sleep, drink, fuck, watch stupid whatever shows, basically, or games. Yeah, man, we won today. You didn't win shit. You lost your time. You waste your time. And if someone won, the advertiser and the people playing over there, not you. I entertained. Yeah, you entertained. You got a little bit entertained. So what's going on here? Look at this. CNN. Biden administration is Biden administration, but we have that guy over there. That guy. Again, bypasses Congress to sell military equipment to Israel. You know why? This guy determined it's an emergency. So every time this guy determines there's an emergency, Israel will buy equipment from the United States of America. So this guy alone determines that a country will receive from our country something. Why? Because he determined it's an emergency. The same thing could happen to Ukraine. Ukraine, there's an emergency. We're going to bypass the Congress. Why? This guy is not an elected official. He's an appointed guy. He's a bureaucrat, and he makes decisions. Got that? All right. And he bypasses what exactly? The Congress. Elected weasels. All right. This is an unelected weasel. The Congress is an elected body of weasels. Right here, the Biden administration, again, for the second time this month, has bypassed Congress to approve the transfer of nearly $150 million in military equipment to Israel amid the country's war against Hamas. When they say transfer, does it mean sell, as here? Because right now, transfer could mean something else. But hey, pay attention to words. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken informed the Congress that he has made an emergency determination. Got that? Now you know who did it? Why didn't they put this right here in the title? Why do you think they didn't do it? Because we are not supposed to make any connections between Zelensky-Stein, Blinken-Stein, and Netanyahu-Stein. Got that? It's no interest, no nothing. Okay, no conflict of any kind of interest. It's like I would be Romanian, which by birth I am, and let's say I am the Secretary of State of the United States of America, and Romania fights Hungary, and I will just approve because Romania gets fucked up, or maybe not, maybe Romania beats Hungary. And then I make a determination as an emergency to sell from America weapons or to transfer them to Romania to destroy the Hungarians. Wouldn't you think a little bit that maybe me being a little bit that with that country, yeah, no, okay, okay, so I'm not gonna turn full retard here, not even half retard. I will mind my words though, but here. So again, why do you think media covered that aspect? It was not the Biden administration. In the name, he alone made a determination right here. You got it? And it says, given the urgency of Israel's defensive needs. Defensive needs? The secretary notified Congress that he had exercised his delegated authority to determine an emergency existed necessitating the immediate approval of the transfer, the spokesperson said. So he told the elected officials, he's just a bureaucrat, I determined you can't do anything to me. You see, so far, again, the transfer, I would like to know if that's paid or not. It doesn't really matter at this point. My point is not with the transfer or not transfer, if it's paid or not. These guys can give how many anyway. My problem is how these guys are covering. And this is not the only one, right here. Second one, Reuters. So that was CNN, Weasel. This is Reuters. Again, the same date. U.S. skips, United States skips. The United States skips, and here is the Biden administration bypasses. Not Blinken. Congressional review to approve sale, okay, this sale of artillery projectiles to Israel. And we have this Weasel over here. Okay, so he's in power. This Zelensky-Stein is in power, and he can do delegated power. What do you want? Good for him. Good for him. So again, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has approved, he did, the sale to Israel of 155mm artillery shells and related equipment without congressional review, the Pentagon said. Blinken determined that an emergency exists that requires the immediate sale to Israel, thereby waiving congressional review requirements, according to the Pentagon. The sale comes as Israel intensifies its offensive in Gaza Strip. Now, these guys say offensive, the other guys say defensive, right? Where is it? Israel's defensive needs. Now, which one is it? Well, we all know which one is it. The U.S. has pressed Israel to minimize civilian casualties, like make a little thing here, in Gaza, and has called for it to scale down the war. Okay, so, all right, my friends. It's like I gave you this example many times. You have an uncle who commits a crime, and you have a victim, and the crime is called, unfortunately, rape. And you tell him, stop, man, you gotta stop. You gotta stop right now. Stop, man. It's been like 3 months already. Stop. How many pumps are you gonna? Come on, man. Stop, man. Is that what would you do? I wouldn't do that. I would just grab the motherfucker and beat the shit out of him, probably, right? Call the police while I'm holding him over there. If I can. If I can't, I call the authorities. Excuse me, I'm a coward. I think my uncle will beat the shit out of me. Can you come and take? It's a crime, right here. Yeah, right. It's in progress. Now, the United States is, hey, please minimize. Don't pump 50 times. Pump just 25 times. Ejaculate, yeah. Right? Don't squeeze those things too hard. Yeah, but not too hard. Right? Don't leave marks, right? Or something like this. Don't gag her. Sorry to give you this kind of, I'm not sorry, but I like to give this kind of explanation because they are nasty and direct, and they can't miss the point. When I make this kind of analogies, it's not like something that's like, what is this guy talking about? You know exactly, and it has also a psychological and a sentimental and intellectual, obviously, pressure, how should I put it, influence. I'm not going to say only about something that has no, I mean, you will feel for it, you will feel passion, you would be definitely disgusted about it, and you know what justice is, both ways. So it's no way to miss the point. That's why I'm using this example or analogy almost all the time. You can't miss the point. And if someone has a problem with that, I think you should fucking toughen up. Go to your safe space over there and cry over there and come back after your pussy stops hurting. All right, my friends, here it is. So the US and the Biden administration, not Blinken and but this is the way they hide things. The same thing when the Congress approves a garbage policy, makes a law, you are able to know who initiated a vote, who put it together. You should know, you know the names. I mean, sometimes you can find out who voted what, right? I voted for this, unless it's a secret vote. You find out who exactly supported that garbage. And the problem is they hide. They think that if they get in the office over there, elected, and they vote something that will destroy this country for the next 5 generations, they think the only thing you can do about it is just vote them out of office. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. And people say, well, therefore people would not do it. I guarantee you the courageous people will do it. The weak ones and the cowards should stay out anyway. But no consequences. I'm just a weasel pretending. No. You have to have courage. Because why? You have to be responsible for what you say and what you do. Oh, you vote me out. Look at Lindsey Graham. He's an idiot. He called for Putin assassination 2 times, bombing Iran and other idiotic things, and he's still a senator and will be senator. Do you think that people from South Carolina are idiots? No, but if they have this guy and this guy, what are they going to do? Vote for the other guy? No. Why? We have a 2-party system. And if they vote for the guy is going to be the same garbage as this one. Why? Because the system allows these kind of people to be over there. That's why. That's why you have these weasels over there as senator and representatives. All right, this is the greatest democracy in the world. No, it can be done much better. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.